Dur-Nar, whose real name is Michaela Springthunder, is a 4-star Arch Protector Defender who's only available through purchase in the credit store. Dur-Nar has 8 years of combat experience, coming from her time as a lieutenant in Colombia's army, now working for Rhodes Island after being discharged from the army for unknown reasons. She serves as a drill instructor and defensive operator. She stands at 160 centimeters tall, was born on the 11th of August in Colombia, and is of the Volpo race. In our archive files and promotion record, it's noted that Dur-Nar is responsible for mid-level standard courses at Rhodes Island, as well as an instructor for intro courses in heavy armor, as she has experience from serving in Colombia's army, where she saw a lot of combat and gained a reputation for being a highly skilled fighter. She is also a foodie. Because of Hibiscus's management of provisions and Doberman's strict requirements for new ops, it's not guaranteed that the new ops would be able to get snacks on Rhodes Island, which is where Dur-Nar comes into play. Through her connections in the logistics department, Dur-Nar has constructed a snack network that spans all of the landship, sparing no effort to provide everyone with snacks as she wants to add some happiness to the lives of everyone in Rhodes Island. Managers usually turn a blind eye to these actions. Dur-Nar is acquainted with Frostleaf, but their memories of each other are sour. Both have agreed to let go of the past, and after Frostleaf invited Dur-Nar on a mission, the two are closer. Her reason being that, quote, only those who are willing to atone for their sins can be trusted to stand together. In the Colombian army, Dur-Nar was, as mentioned before, a formidable soldier, but she wouldn't obey her commanders. Her higher-ups in retaliation made her a commander of new recruits, which she trained with great frustration, but ended up accepting them as her own. Dur-Nar was so invested in these new recruits that she traded in her dual swords for a sword and shield. That was, until the brass sent her soldiers on a suicide mission. This caused Dur-Nar to assault a superior, a long list of events she doesn't want to discuss, and then a forcible discharge. Dur-Nar hopped between security, merc, and police jobs before arriving at Rhodes Island. When the doctor asked why she joined, Dur-Nar showed them a letter of thanks from survivors of her squad, with the letter ending with the sentence, quote, if there is a place where command actually cared about the grunts, would you give it a try? And that's why Dur-Nar joined. A recorded conversation between personnel member D335 and headhunter H Jr. has one of them talk about Dur-Nar's military past. She was nicknamed Patrick Spring, as during the springtime offensive, she picked up 2 electric blades, charged into a group of enemies, and finished them. For a while, Colombia's recruitment materials only had Dur-Nar on them. Dur-Nar is confirmed to be uninfected, having a cell originum assimilation of 0% and a blood originum crystal density of 0.16 parts per liter, mostly stemming from her scars of injuries from originum. In her character art drawn by Shimono-kun, Dur-Nar wears a white button-up shirt with a 3-point leather strap, a belt under her bust, black and purple jacket with ID on the front, black and white gloves, padded black pants, knee pads, a black beret, a side pouch with small yellow capsules, and a hairpin. She has an electric blade holstered on her right and is holding her black and purple shield with the Rhodes Island logo on the front with her left hand. In her dialogue lines, voiced by Nanako Mori, who also voices Satsuki in Street Fighter, Taki in Soul Calibur 6, Prince of Lanling in FGO, Arlecchino in Genshin, and Hanako Arasaka in Cyberpunk 2077, Dur-Nar likes her snacks.
やだ、ポップコーンがもうないわ。弾けるキャンディーでもどう？いろんなフレーバーがあるから、きっとドクターも満足できるはずよ。しょっぱい人生は、クリーム、お砂糖、ジャムで甘く味付けしちゃえばいいのよ。近頃の予備隊の新人たちは確かにみんないい子で優秀だけど、生活を良くする知恵が全然働かないのよね。私が新人の頃は、みんな備蓄の乾パンをパクることに関しては達人級の腕前だったんだから。お菓子のパッケージには工業原料と記載するようにと支援部の人に伝えておいたわ。ドクターはサインして物資を通してくれればいいだけだからお願いね。
At E2 with everything maxed, Dur-Nar has 3007 HP, 717 attack, 607 defense, 15 resistance, a 66-second redeploy, 22 DP cost, 3 block, and a 1.6 second attack speed. Her range is standard for a normal defender. At max trust, she gains plus 65 attack. At max pot, she gets minus 2 DP, minus 4 seconds to redeploy, plus 23 attack, and plus 20 defense. Her talent, Sword and Shield, gives her a plus 7% buff to attack and defense. Dur-Nar has 2 base skills, with one being unlocked after reaching E1. Defender Expert Alpha increases Defender Specialization training speed by plus 30% when assigned as a trainer. Snack Network increases the morale of all ops in the control center by plus 0.05 morale per hour. Dur-Nar's first skill, Attack Up Beta, gains SP over time and is manually triggered, lasting for 25 seconds at all levels. At level 7, it costs 37 SP to proc, starting with 5. At M3, it costs 35 SP to proc, starting with 10. At level 7, Dur-Nar's attack gets a plus 50% buff, 1075 at max. At M3, Dur-Nar's attack gets a plus 80% buff, 1290 at max. Dur-Nar's second skill, Shielded Counterattack, gains SP every time Dur-Nar is attacked and is manually triggered, lasting for 30 seconds at all levels. At level 7, it costs 31 SP to proc, starting with 6. At M3, it costs 25 SP to proc, starting with 12. At level 7, Dur-Nar gets plus 50% attack, 1075 attack at max, and attacks all blocked enemies, which is 3. At M3, Dur-Nar gets plus 80% attack, 1290 at max, and attacks all blocked enemies. Dur-Nar is part of an interesting subclass of Defender, the Arch Protector, who, when their skill is active, deals arch damage when attacking, as well as having resistance. This fact, combined with her S2 attacking all blocked enemies, as well as having a high attack, allows for Dur-Nar to be great at holding down lanes, especially ones with enemies who have low arch resist. That's not to mention that Dur-Nar is able to be bought completely from the credit store, allowing for easy acquisition and max pot. However, her DP cost is higher than usual defenders, though not as high as someone like Mudrock, has lower defense than Protector defenders, leaving her susceptible to normal attacks compared to arts, and her S2 is defensive recovery, meaning that she only gets SP from being attacked. Overall, I'd say Dur-Nar is great for early to mid game, but kinda gets sidelined by Asbestos or defenders with caster buddies. Thank you for watching. Please follow my Twitter for updates, and feel free to check out my Arknights and Azure Lane videos as well.